quite a bit less. So with that said, I don't know, maybe you can figure out what you can do. If not, maybe sell it to this guy at the 189. If you can get it at the 189, you'd be doing real good, and get that loan, and that'd be the way I would go. But if not, I'm here, but to be anywhere near 189, which I really don't want to be, I'd have to have some kind of terms.
The best thing I can do is what I've been telling a lot of the guys is to get pre-qualified, see where you can qualify at. And then you'll know where you stand. As far as getting some kind of financing with me, I'd rather not go that route.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. And just so you know, my qualifications, I can come in and pay cash for properties. I just don't like to come in there and pay cash for properties when I'm only looking at $6,000 spread. Because that's a lot of cash flow to come up with. So I don't need a mortgage broker. I won't have to go down there and get qualified for it, because I'm probably overly qualified for it. And
well, that's good. The thing is, it's just we've come down so much on this house, this property, it's worth so much more than that. And
certainly,
I can't ask any less than that.
Okay, well, I tell you what, and I appreciate you, being up front with me. That way, I'm not wasting your time. If something happens with the other fellow, and knowing what we pretty much went over, if you find that property's still sitting on the market, if you'll just give us a call back, or maybe we'll just check up on you in 30 days to see if the other gentleman may have closed on it, or where you're at on it, and maybe just reevaluate.
Come back in about 30 days or so. We'll see what's going on.
Okay. Hey, it's good talking to you.
All right, good talking to you too, Steve.
Okay, buddy. Have a good weekend.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Seems like a nice guy. I do think that he will finance it. I think if this other guy falls through, that he'll finance it. Probably, I say 5 years. I do 3 years on it. Hard money loans, what, 6 months, 12 months tops? But I couldn't come in there and make a cash offer. If we do a cash offer on that property, we like to buy it 70 cents on the dollar minus the repairs, and that's our top cash offer on a property. And he's nowhere close. If that property appraises at, just because the one next door, he says, appraises at 188. Well, the thing about it is it appraises at 188 and it's next door. Even though he's probably got a little bit more land and he may be a little bit bigger, it's next door. So he's not going to get a whole heck of a lot more than that. He may get more. We may be able to stretch him to 195. He's not going to be in the twos, though. At least that's my opinion. I don't know the area. That's just my opinion. So knowing that, even if we had to come in there, let's say it was worth $200,000, which it may or may not be. I don't know. But then again, we've got an estimated value here on PropStream for $227. Maybe his appraisal is low. What I would want to do, Alecia, is I would probably find those properties that you've got there on PropStream, and he's wanting a cash offer. So even if you're at 227, let me just figure this up real quick. Where's my calculator? Okay, let's say we're at 227. 227 is let's call it 225. 225 times 0.7, which is 70%. That brings us 157,500. So for a cash offer, if it needed no repairs, our maximum allowable offer is $157,500. So it's still quite a bit less for a cash offer. Now, if he's willing to hold some short-term financing on that for 3 or 5 years and get me in there, even if I can get him to 189, if I saw that this thing was really worth 227, and that he'd sell it to me for the 189. And I would tell him the only way I can do this at 189, and the seller financing is we're just going to have to agree to payments, and I'm going to try to go for no interest payments. So we're just going to talk about, okay, how much can I live with per month? Say maybe $1,200, $1,300 a month, $1,400 a month. And my goal would be to put somebody in there on terms. And if I had to seller finance to somebody, let's say I got this under owner financing for 5 years. Then I would probably turn around and sell it on a wrap, meaning that I'm going to seller finance it to somebody else for 3 years, 3.5 years, maybe even 4 years. I'll probably go 4 years on it, and I would charge them interest. So with the money that they're paying me, my buyer's paying me per month at interest, his balance is, if it goes down, it's going to go down by very little. But every single month, from the monthly payment that I'm getting from my buyer, I'm going to be paying this gentleman, my seller, and 100% of my payment is going to go knocking down the principal. He's got a free and clear property. It's going to go knocking down the principal. So every single month, if I'm leasing this thing out or seller financing this thing out for $1,800 a month, every single month I'm making $1,800 from somebody else's money that I'm not paying. Plus I'm getting cash flow per month. So that at the end of those 4 years, I might even write it out for the entire 5 years. So because I want to go and have somebody else paying down my balance as long as I can. And worst case scenario, in 5 years, if I've had 5 years of $1,800 a month on principal, 5 years, 5 times 12 is 60 months. 60 months times $1,800. No. 1,800 times what? 60? Is that right? No. 12 months. No, I'm wrong. 12 months times 5 equals 60 months. Okay. Well, 60 months, right now my brain is 60 months times $1,800 times $1,800 per month is $108,000. And if I owe him $188 minus $108, leaves me a balance of $80,000 if I did that right. And if I could get that kind of financing, $80,000 I owe him, I could refi this thing because I'm in first position. Well, I'm looking at some pretty serious money. I mean, I could go out and get another hard money loan. Actually, I could go out and get another hard money loan at the $80,000. I would need the deed for it, though. But that's a nice chunk of change. I mean, every single month I'm coming down to $1,800 a month for as long as I can get. My balance to this gentleman is going to go down drastically by the time I get cashed out of this, if my seller doesn't cash me out. Man, that's very powerful, and that would be a nice property to have. If he'll do something like that, but he doesn't sound like he wants to do that, but you never know. We'll see what happens.